Every professional athlete has an origin story, something that hooked them to the game and ultimately led them down a path to the pros. For Max Weinstein, it was a family visit and some inspiration from an older cousin.
He fell in love with soccer when he was 8. He stayed with his uncle and his cousin was a goalkeeper. And he started playing in a league and was immediately just in love with the sport. So much so that he would walk around the house with a soccer ball constantly. We would go in the car to go to the food store. He'd bring a soccer ball with him. So something that's always driven him.
It was that drive and dedication that ultimately earned Weinstein a place in the New England Revolution Academy when he was 16 years old. But there was one significant roadblock. Weinstein and his family lived in Montpelier, Vermont, a 3.5-hour drive from Foxborough, Massachusetts, and the Revolution's training center, too far a distance to make daily trips. So, to pursue his soccer ambitions, Weinstein moved away from his family and childhood home and into the Revolution's Residency Program, designed specifically for talented young players in his exact situation.
When we first got here 3.5 years ago, we had one residential house, which housed 4 players. We now have 3. So really we can house up to 15 players between the 3 houses.
Revolution staff members live in each house to serve as chaperones for the young athletes and points of contact for their families, who make tremendous sacrifices to give their children the best chance at living out their sporting dreams.
It was really hard, and I still, to this day, when I take him to the bus station and pull out of the parking lot, I still cry. But I would be doing that regardless of where he is in his life. You know, the coaches and the staff and the house mom where he stayed were always really supportive, and I knew they had his interest at heart. Everyone was always happy to answer any questions that we had, and I really appreciated the way everyone's just been really nurturing and supportive, but also being really honest and giving him the feedback he needed to grow and develop.
To be honest, at first, it was really hard. I think it was really hard to play right when I moved in, and it was an adjustment period for me. And I think after the first few months, I think I adjusted well. And to see all that pay off, I mean, it really means a lot because it was really hard to move away from my family. And it still is hard, but I love the game, so that's what it's meant for. So.
No one understands Weinstein's love for the game more than his family, and their support throughout his soccer journey has meant more than he could ever express.
Honestly, it means everything to me. I think without them, I wouldn't be where I am. And I think just the support they've always given me and the positivity and everything kind of just to go after my dreams and really go for them. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them, so yeah.
It's safe to say that Weinstein wouldn't be here without the Revolution's Residency Program either, as he had a chance to live and breathe the game at a critical time in his development.
It offers a great opportunity for somebody like Max, who was a very talented goalkeeper, but because he was here basically as we call it on campus, he was able to get so much more training and benefited from all the energy and good coaching and all the programs that we put in place to help these kids move forward. And you know, that's why he ended up signing a professional contract at 18 years old.
Players benefit from the immersive experience of living in a residency house, while the Revs benefit from an expanded recruiting radius, allowing the club to offer places to players like Weinstein from Vermont and Esmir Bayraktarovich, who grew up in Appleton, Wisconsin.
It was a big part of it, you know, when we went to Brian and to the Crafts to try to enhance our academy and our pro pathway. One aspect was we needed to begin nationally recruiting, and that's how we found Esmir. But with that, we needed a place to house them. So the beauty is we had these 3 homes, and we have spaces in those homes for talented players, and then for other players it's very difficult for them to get here because of, you know, traffic situations and you know, family situations where you have families where, you know, both the mom and dad are working, and it's hard to get players to training.
In the case of Weinstein, he won a national championship with the Revolution's under-19 team last summer, but more importantly, he saw significant action at the professional level with Revolution 2 while still an academy player. Those performances led to a contract offer with Revs 2, and Weinstein officially made the leap to the pros ahead of this current campaign to continue his journey along the pro player pathway.
I mean, it's really there. Like, I don't think enough people really understand how there it really is as long as you put in the work, and I think as long as you put in the work, like that pathway is not going to fail you as long as you do what you need to do and do your job. But and I think the support all the way from the academy, the second team, the first team, everyone's supporting you, everyone wants you to perform, so yeah.
He's worked really hard, and I'm really excited to see him achieve his goal. He's got more to do, and he knows that. I don't have to tell him that, but he lives it, breathes it, and he's got lofty goals, and he's doing what he can to accomplish them and more. But I remember the first time we came here and stood in front as we were coming to the backfield so he could try out for the academy team, and there's that Revolution sign there, and I said, why don't you go jump out of the car and take a picture out there? He goes, no, I don't want to do that. He goes, all right, let's do it. And I still have that picture to this day of him just having tried out the first day, and I'm so excited for him and really happy.
I think, people use the word surreal a lot, but it's definitely surreal. And I think back to, we would buy tickets to come to the Revs games, and we'd have to wait until the very end so he could get some signatures. And when he started playing in the stadium where he used to go to watch, and now he's signed, it's just amazing. And I'm so proud of him, and I'm so excited for him.
Thank you, Mom.